We've been taking a look at the history of Mobile in pictures and seeing how much the port city has changed. Tonight we go back in the day to a time when Mobile went through some huge changes, both financially and socially. Here's News 5's John Nodar.
The Alabama Dry Dock and Shipbuilding Company was ground zero for a huge explosion that rocked Mobile during World War II, a population explosion. It took tens of thousands of people to build the ships that would win the war. Thanks to this shipyard, the modern-day BAE systems, Mobile's population swelled during World War II from 75,000 to 125,000. That swamped available housing and everything else. Kids went to school on double shifts. People who couldn't find a house pitched tents nearby or resorted to what was called a hotbed.
And that's where one man who worked at the shipyard would get up out of his bed to go to work, and another man would immediately take it for his shift at sleeping. And then again, when he got up, someone else would take the bed for his shift.
Carol Ellis runs the University of South Alabama's McCall Library, where these pictures come from. She says at its peak, Mobile's main shipyard was launching a ship a week, mostly Liberty ships and tankers. A ship a week! The work was hard, no robots, just manpower. And with so many men in the military, woman power was needed too.
Newspapers run ads urging women to sign up for work and encouraging them by telling them that they could both weld and still remain feminine.
With women at work, the federal government sponsored daycares like this one on Washington Avenue. And African Americans were about a third of the workforce. At first, given unskilled jobs, the need for more ships eventually led to better positions and to trouble.
They were put on a welding crew, and they actually finished a ship ahead of their white colleagues, and which did not sit well, and that's caused a race riot, which slowed down production at the shipyard for some time and led many African Americans to leave Mobile.
World War II was the beginning of a changing role in society for women and African Americans. It also changed the way we worship. The new Mobilians were Protestants, mostly Baptists, in what had always been a Catholic city. To lift morale, entertainers like comedian Bob Hope would occasionally visit, and there's nothing like a fake beauty pageant to take your mind off work. For some, after work meant time in the Victory Garden. So you get home from a hard day's work.
And then you go out and you do a hard night's work.
Meanwhile, halfway across the nation at the Norfolk shipyard, they were launching the USS Alabama, a ship that would one day be the highlight of Mobile's skyline and share an island with the Alabama Shipbuilding and Dry Dock Company. John Nodar, News 5.
And we'd like to thank the University of South Alabama McCall Rare Book and Manuscript Library, its director, Carol Ellis, and her staff for all their help with this series.